quarterback Teddy Bridgewater agreed to re-sign with the New Orleans Saints rather than join the Miami Dolphins, according to multiple reports on Thursday. January 20, 2019, New Orleans, Louisiana, USA. New Orleans Saints quarterback Teddy Bridgewater, 5, throws a pass during warm-ups before the NFC Championship game against the Los Angeles Rams at Mercedes-Benz Superdome. Mandatory credit. Matthew Emmons. USA Today Sports. Bridgewater, who acknowledged the decision on Twitter, reportedly will receive a one-year deal worth $7.25 million, with incentives that can push the value as high as $12.5 million. He visited the Dolphins on Wednesday. The Saints also restructured Drew Brees' contract to free up $10.8 million in cap space and signed former New England Patriots defensive tackle Malcolm Brown. According to multiple reports, Brown's deal is worth $5 million annually. The New York Giants agreed to a 4-year, $37.5 million deal, $23 million of which is fully guaranteed, with wideout Golden Tate, according to multiple reports. Tate, who acknowledged the signing on Twitter, will pick up at least some of the slack after wide receiver Odell Beckham Jr. was traded to the Cleveland Browns this week. Tate, 30, caught 74 passes for 795 yards and 4 touchdowns for the Detroit Lions and Philadelphia Eagles last season. The Giants also added outside linebacker Marcus Golden on a one-year deal, according to multiple reports, reuniting him with former coordinator James Bettcher. Golden had 12.5 sacks under Bettcher with the Arizona Cardinals in 2016. Trey Flowers put pen to paper to join the Detroit Lions on a $90 million contract, officially becoming the 5th highest-paid defensive player in the NFL. Former Patriots defensive end, who aligned at 6 different positions for at least 15 snaps last season in New England, was a coveted chess piece for Matt Patricia's defense in Detroit. Patricia used to coach Flowers in New England. Flowers racked up 21 sacks and 59 QB hits over the past 3 seasons. He received a $28 million signing bonus. The Lions also signed safety Andrew Adams to a one-year deal after the Bucs declined to tender a contract to the restricted free agent. The Seattle Seahawks resigned linebacker KJ Wright and guard DJ Fluker while adding guard Mike Iupati. Wright's deal is for 2 years and $15.5 million, according to NFL Network. Fluker's deal is for 2 years and $9 million per NFL.com, while Iupati's deal is for 1 year. The Oakland Raiders released wide receiver Jordy Nelson and quarterback A.J. McCarron. The Raiders gave Nelson a $3.6 million bonus on deck. 28, which was earlier than required, for cap purposes. Head coach Jon Gruden said at the time regarding Nelson, "Yeah, he'll be back." Nelson earned just under $11 million for 1 year, with the team saving $3.5 million with his release. The Raiders will save $5 million by releasing McCarron, who was acquired for a 5th-round pick from Buffalo in September. The Minnesota Vikings agreed to a restructured contract with defensive end Everson Griffin, general manager Rick Spielman confirmed, hours before his $10.9 million salary for 2019 would have become guaranteed. According to NFL Network, Griffin instead will make $8 million in 2019, with the potential to opt out of his deal if he hits certain performance marks. The Kansas City Chiefs signed former Saints defensive end Alex Okafor. Contract terms were not disclosed, but multiple reports said the deal was for 3 years and $24 million. Safety Clinton Dix signed a one-year deal worth a reported $3.5 million with the Chicago Bears. NFL Network reported Clinton Dix turned down more money to play in Chicago with fellow Alabama safety Eddie Jackson. The Carolina Panthers released left tackle Matt Khalil with a post-June 1 designation. The Charlotte Observer first reported the move. Using the delayed designation saves the Panthers more than $7 million under the salary cap this year. The San Francisco 49ers signed former Pro Bowl cornerback Jason Verrett to a one-year contract. Multiple outlets report the deal is worth $3.6 million. Verrett, 27, has played in just 5 games over the past 3 seasons in just 25 through 5 years, but he reached the Pro Bowl in 2015 with the then San Diego Chargers. The 49ers also signed former Eagles wideout Jordan Matthews, 1-year deal, and former Panthers linebacker David Mayo, 2 years, and released linebacker Brock Coyle, who announced his retirement due to a compression fracture in his back sustained last season. The team will also re-sign safety Anthony Exum on a 1-year deal worth $895,000, per multiple reports. The Jets officially signed and introduced running back Le'Veon Bell, a few hours after releasing incumbent starter Isaiah Crowell. They also resigned nose tackle Steve McClendon and officially confirmed the re-signings of offensive lineman Jonathan Harrison and cornerback Darryl Roberts. The New York Daily News reported McClendon's deal is for 1 year and $2.5 million, with an additional $1 million in incentives. The Jets also signed cornerback Brian Poole to a 1-year, $3.5 million deal, per multiple reports. The Atlanta Falcons surprisingly did not tender the restricted free agent after he broke up 20 passes in 47 games, 21 starts, over the past 3 seasons. The Patriots signed defensive tackle Mike Pennell, 2-year deal, tight end Matt Lacosi, 2 years, $4.8 million, wide receivers Bruce Ellington, 1 year, and Maurice Harris, not reported, and safety Terrence Brooks, 2 years, according to several reports. Pennell and Brooks are former Jets. The Cincinnati Bengals signed former Giants cornerback V.W. Webb to a 3-year contract. The deal reportedly is worth $13 million. The Pittsburgh Steelers signed former Jaguars wide receiver Dante Moncrief to a 2-year deal and resigned wideout Eli Rogers and defensive tackle Dan McCullers. The Dallas Cowboys resigned wideout Tavon Austin and added former Texans defensive lineman Christian Covington, both on 1-year deals. The Falcons signed tight end Luke Stalker on a 2-year contract and running back Kenjon Barner on a 1-year deal. The Arizona Cardinals are expected to sign former Bears first-round wideout Kevin White, per NFL Network, and former Denver Broncos guard Max Garcia, per his agent. The Cleveland Browns signed former Bears offensive lineman Eric Kush, who started 7 games last season. The Philadelphia Eagles signed former Steelers linebacker L.J. Fort to a 3-year deal worth a reported $5.6 million. Field Level Media.